This has got to be pretty terrifying. I really hope the Australians can get lucky here, because this is not looking good. Well, if we lose this, at least I'll get some new hentai starring Remy. So welcome back to the series where I buff the shit out of some random country that normally doesn't do that well. Last time we did British Raj, today we're doing Australia. You know, I've always wondered, what if the Australian people are actually some of the greatest fighters in human history? And what if this nation was actually destined to take over the entire globe? They could defeat just about every country out there, except their kryptonite happened to be these fucking birds. For all we know, those emus could have been guardian angels, protecting the entire human race from the evil Australians. But in this universe, maybe those birds never existed, which means there was no Great War, allowing this nation to become the world's greatest superpower. Now, last time we used the Road to 56 mod, which I'm sure, as you all know, that leads to just a huge clusterfuck, but today it's gonna be even worse, because I'm using the pure random AI focus tree mod. So I just have to warn you, this might be the craziest game ever. Now, even though the Australian Empire has started off fascist, they will not be joining Japan. I made sure that they're gonna go their own way, so there definitely is gonna be a conflict between these two. It's August 1936, and we have the US declaring war on Mexico. I tried to warn you guys. I told you this shit's gonna be crazy. Why not? Yeah, just go ahead and let the UK join in as well. It seems reasonable. I can't remember the last time we've seen some random nation take on all the allies at once this early into the campaign. Well, let's see how long they last. It looks like they're gonna be getting help from the Italians, so I'm assuming maybe the Germans as well. Yeah, that actually could make this pretty interesting. Whoa, okay, we're also going to see a fascist France here very soon. Yeah, that doesn't happen often. There we go, and we already have our first war. Australia going after Siam. Might as well just take them out real quick. I mean, let's see how they do, because I know they don't have the strongest navy, but neither do the Siamese, so it should be all right. And there goes Hirohito-chan, already going after China. Now we need to see if the Chinese United Front forms up at some point. No, well, Mongolia is forming their own team. I'm not sure what happened to the allies right now. The British are still in that faction, but I guess the US just took over as the leader. I don't get it. And obviously, you know, Mexico got their ass kicked. No big surprise there. And they're now a democracy. It looks like we might be seeing another showdown in East Asia. Japan's doing pretty well in China, as well as Siam is dead. Buckle up, because this is gonna be a roller coaster. I don't know if France is going communist, fascist, monarchy, whatever. But the UK, it's pretty clear. We gonna see sexy Oswald soon. And there we go. The Southwest Pacific Initiative was just formed. I think they're by themselves at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone joins in right over here. By the way, I do want to point out we've got some minor wars in this part of the continent. Mongolia after these guys, and Tibet is being a big bully. Franco just won in Iberia, so whenever the British go fascist, and if the French go fascist, this is going to be a pretty scary world. But there's likely going to be a lot of infighting. I doubt they're going to unify under one team, especially because both Japan and Australia have their own fascist groups. Which, speaking of the Japanese, they just won their war against nationalist China, forming the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, and now they're going after Mao. Oh, I guess France is going non-aligned. They're not going fascist. Well, bringing back the French monarchy is still pretty rare. You take out one very minor nation, and now Tibet has just all the balls in the world. Well, I hope the Japanese are ready to do more war crimes. And here goes the Civil War in the British Isles. All right, well, I'm assuming that Oswald's gonna win. Maybe he'll join the Australian faction. Or wait a second, maybe not. I forgot that Chamberlain's calling in all of the allies. Dang, well, for a second there, I actually thought there was a chance he wouldn't win. If the US got here, it might have been a different story. Benito's looking for attention, since there's plenty of other fascist powers now in this campaign. So he's gonna try to do some removing over here with the help of some British volunteers. Oh, and it looks like Raj is also out of the allies. Man, that team got really weak, like, overnight. And I guess they're doing this. Why not? I think the timing could have been a little bit better, but it's fine. Especially if they can get these guys to join that Southwest faction. That'd be a great landing spot for the Australians. So let's see how this goes. And again, as I said, this isn't gonna be too bad because Hirohito's still dealing with some conflict up here. Oh wait, no, I guess this warlord can't join any faction. This leader is like the most hated man on earth. Well, that's cool. Oh, damn, and the British Empire have made their choice. Volunteers going to Japan, volunteers not going to Australia. Damn, that's fucked up. Well, there you go. At least you got one friend. Shit, I thought they were gonna be loners this entire time. And once again, we've got another Russian civil war. Well, I think it's safe to say that Daddy should be able to handle this pretty easily. This non-aligned uprising usually doesn't do that well. This is going to be kind of a problem for the Aussies. Getting to the Japanese mainland, I'm not sure if a prison colony would know how to build ships. That was quick. Okay, I don't think they even lasted a month. That's pretty normal though. Good, good. The Australians got another member. That makes 2. You have plenty of friends now. Oh, I do want to say that Stalin is supporting the non-Pacific West faction. That's probably helping out quite a bit. Well, that's huge. Yeah, the British Empire joining the Axis is going to have a pretty major impact, as well as the French have gone monarchist, and Poland is over here trying to get lit. Oh, and I guess the Allies are now at war with the Axis. I don't know the exact reason, but damn, that kind of sucks. I almost missed this beauty. After Belgium went communist, they're now attacking Luxembourg. Maybe this nation's still allowing loot boxes to exist. Once again, Cuba is not realizing their location, or they're not considering their physical geography, their neighbors, I guess. They should really start considering this shit before they make big choices like this. I've been complaining about this a lot lately, and of course, Poland did decide to join the Allies when it was probably the worst possible decision. There's like no one close to you that can help. 2 things here, which this could end up being huge. Raj is going after Iran in about 100 days, as well as they're going fascist. So that could possibly be a nice new member for a lucky team out there. And here goes the war with the Soviets. All right, I think actually Stalin is in a really bad position here. Fuck. All right, well, everyone in China was just killed off. Japan got all this stuff. Hey, they made a nice, badass name here, though. This has got to be pretty terrifying. I really hope the Australians can get lucky here, because this is not looking good. Well, if we lose this, at least I'll get some new hentai starring Remy. As well as we just got Italy taking over all of Turkey, I'm assuming. And someone got some puppets. Wow, Mussolini, I'm kind of impressed. Good job. But the problem is this Eastern Front isn't going as well. I might have thought they were a little bit too powerful. Once again, South America is having a pretty good game. I feel like this continent has gotten better slowly over time with mods. Brazil joined the Axis, so there's a couple conflicts going on over here. I think it's safe to say that Adolf at some point is going to be capitulating here soon, unless some miracle happens like Japan goes after the Soviets, but that's pretty unlikely. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, this possibly could change a whole lot in that Eastern Front, and that's exactly why. Wow, the Aussies super needed this right now because they were getting their booty kicked. Again, they don't have a navy, so they can't keep up with the Japanese. Portugal just declared war on Franco, and naturally Spain only has 4 divisions. Are we gonna finally see them take over the Iberian Peninsula? Because, damn it, it's about time. Oh man, and the thing about France joining in is they can somewhat compete here in the ocean, which is desperately needed over here in the east. Hirohito's running out of divisions, and I'm pretty sure it's because of all the unsuccessful naval invasions that he's trying to do on the south. I don't know what he's got going on up here. Anyways, that could make this whole empire collapse, especially now that there's a border in Indochina. Finally, the rightful owners have taken over Iberia. Man, it is about time. Raj is now going after Nepal, as well as we've got Bulgaria and Yugoslavia joining the war against, what the hell? Yugoslavia. Oh, okay, I was confused. I thought they had all this land for a second. I don't know why it looks like that. Is that a bug? This has really got to be one of the biggest shocks, though. I can't believe France has sent all their divisions over here, and the fact that Japan has lost so much. But come on, Australia, what are you guys doing? Where's the kangaroo cavalry? I mean, they're probably back at home, defending their own lands, but again, when you think about it, this is why the Japanese are losing. The AI is distracted, it's doing dumb things, and it's losing divisions. And every little bit helps, because these guys, this warlord that I don't know how they've stayed peaceful this entire time, just joined the Australians. Here's the fall of the Axis. Of course, the Soviets took 32 states. Actually, I expected way more than that. Mexico took 7. Mexico was in a civil war, so they just got their land back. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I always forget puppets. Yep, they puppeted everything. Wow, clearly the Allies helped out a lot more than I expected. Germany's now democratic, and they got some of their old members back. And somehow just France and this one random Chinese warlord is taking over all this territory. I mean, this is awesome, but damn, I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed. The fact that Australia didn't really do anything, although just their existence is the reason why this is all happening. I just want to see them take something in the peace deal. It's pretty funny that when you check back in Europe, the Kingdom of France has, like, no divisions here. They are all back in the east. Peace treaty for Japan. Honestly, I'm shocked. They took 13 states. you know what, I'll take it. I would have never guessed that by the end of this video, we would see a monarchist France take over Japan and Japanese-controlled China. This faction rules over everything, though. Aussies will now be creating anime soon enough. They just wanted Japanese mainland. I don't know how they took this. Oh, well, maybe this is why. Because the French have all these new monarchist friends. Just bringing back kings and queens and shit. And please just don't even look at Manchuria. It is, I don't even know how to describe it. I mentioned this might be the strangest video ever, and I think this kind of lives up to that. It's definitely up there. Top 10 strangest animes I've seen. Either way, just please, for the love of God, bring back the emus. I do not want to live in a universe without those birds. Because according to this, it seems horrible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And as always, big thanks to my Patreon supporters, Franco is Thick, Leather Daddy Lennon, Matthew Rembish, Free Cruise, Swiss Argo, Jake Paul's My Daddy, Tyler, Maxi G, Sean Spillman, Jen's the Love Disc, Roosfurication, Matthew E, Jungkook's Bay, Elijah Senpai, Wyone, and Elfie C.